I'm going to talk to you about something that alcoholics do, and just not alcoholics, a lot of people do. But alcoholics have it bad because I don't know an alcoholic that really doesn't have an anger issue. They may say they don't, but they're passive aggressive, whatever, but we all sort of have an anger problem on some sort of level. When I was in 12-step groups and I heard somebody read that, I forget what step it is. I think it might be step 3. Is that, I forget what step it is, maybe it's step 4. Put it down in the comments below if you remember a step. But I remember that I used to do this all the time. I'd get resentful, people would hurt me, things from the past would still haunt me, and I used to think that it was okay to take my anger and my pain out on other people. You know, you hurt me, I'll hurt you back. You anger at me, I'll anger back at you. You treated me badly in my childhood, I'll hate you for as long as I can. I will treat you like garbage. If I do not come at you with both barrels sort of thing with anger, I will treat you passive aggressively. I will gossip about you. I'll do everything I can to harm you. And you know, I did that kind of stuff. I gossiped. I became very judgmental about people. I made sure that people around me knew how the other people treated me and how wrong they did to me. And I thought it was perfectly normal to do that. Man, oh man, in early sobriety, I was really whacked. I really was, to say the least. And then I remember I was in a 12, like I said earlier, a 12-step meeting, and this lady said this term, justifiable anger. And we see it every day in the world, don't we? Donald Trump blowing up Iran, and Iran blowing up Israel, and Israel, you know, we see it all the time in our streets, in the news, and it kind of makes sense sometimes, right? The way people are talking, that justifiable anger sort of makes sense in the real world. And I think justifiable anger only is acceptable in one way. If your life is threatened by somebody, it's threatened they're gonna like beat you up or kill you, or your loved ones are threatened by somebody else, I think justifiable anger is okay then. I really do. But for the alcoholic, it's best to stay away from justifiable anger because we can stay stuck. We can put it in our heads and think it's okay to be mad at somebody, to have the grudge match in our head, reminisce about them for things they did to us in the past. It's no good. It's no good. There's no such thing as justifiable anger. There's no such thing. To the alcoholic, anger is poison. It's poison. It creates an emotional hangover. It's no good for our emotional intelligence. And if you have that kind of justifiable anger towards somebody, place, or thing, I just recommend you work the 12 steps, you pray for those individuals, and you get it out of your head. Because justifiable anger is like revenge. And there's an old Chinese saying, right? When you plan on revenging on somebody, make sure you dig 2 graves, one for them and one for you. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I get it. People treated you badly. I get that. I understand that. Yes, they did, and they continue. But especially in early sobriety, your emotions are very tender. Your mind, mentally, physically, spiritually, you're kind of warped, and you kind of think like the old ways, right? So if you are sitting there listening to this video and you miss that phrase in the big books, I mean, I think it's in the step 4, justifiable anger. There's no such thing. You need to get rid of justifiable anger. No anger is justified. No resentment is justified. Nothing is. We need to live and let people off the hook, like I talked in the last video about forgiveness. And if you have that little back in your own, I'll get that son of a bitch. You know what they say too, another saying, right? Having resentment against somebody is like you want them to drink the poison, but you're going to die from it. That's what it's sort of like, right? Okay, so I'm not going to go on long about it. I'm going to find out where it is, this statement. I should have known before I did this video, and I'm going to put it in the comments below, down below, for you can see the actual statement, what page it's on, okay? I'm going to do that. I talk a lot about anger because anger was such a big deal to me. Resentment and justifiable things, you know. It's not hard to reach. It's not a hard reach to justify our hatred and our distaste for people, places, and things, what they've done to us. It's not a hard reach. But I tell you something, it's like an anchor. It'll hold you down. It'll hold you back, okay? It really will. Pray for your enemy. And if that doesn't work, pray some more. Do some good work for other people. Let yourself off the hook and let them off the hook. That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. If you want revenge, have a great life. That's the only revenge you should ever be given to somebody, showing them the new and improved you. Okay? My name is Terry G. This is an alcohol-free life channel where we learn to live sober one day at a time. You can take a second, please subscribe, take another second, and hit that like button. Ciao for now, and I'll see you next week. Ciao.